vehicle will be pulling out of the depot at any moment. As we get ready to depart, let me remind you of a couple safety rules you'll need to know. Please remember to remain seated at all times. This does include small children, as they are not permitted to stand on your lap, on the seat, or on the floor. If you have small children in your group, please have them sit in the center portion of the seat, with the adults on the outside edges. Also remember to keep all body parts inside the car at all times. The use of tobacco products is strictly prohibited on the train. Thank you.
He does? Oh,
I didn't know he did YouTube.
what you guys have done? Yeah. Do you rate them and stuff? No, I'm saying, do you guys say like...
All right, folks, now that all of us are moving, all of you on the last few cars, let's wave to our depot master, Crystal. She's located in the middle of the depot here on the left-hand side. Everybody give her a big wave. Tell her we'll see her in a day or two, a week at the most. Now, Dollywood is known as the friendliest place in the Smokies, and it's up to us to keep it that way. So as we roll out of town, stick your hands in the air. Let's wave at these nice folks. On the count of three, let's give them a big southern howdy. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Howdy! Oh, good job, guys. Dollywood's own grist mill. That is home to that hot cinnamon bread. If you've never had any, you've got to get in there and try you some. I'd buy 2 loaves because one of them is not going to make it back to the car. Well, you all keep being friendly, those folks out there, while I tell you a little bit about this rolling piece of history you're riding behind. In May of 1938, Baldwin Locomotive Works of Eddystone, Pennsylvania, built our narrow-gauge Mikado-style engine number 70. She weighs just a little over 230,000 pounds and is a genuine coal-fired, steam-driven Top 282 locomotive. Now that 282 simply means there's 2 wheels in the front, 2 wheels in the back, and 8 larger drive wheels in the middle. After engine 70 was built, she was shipped to Skagway, Alaska to work on the White House and Yukon Railroad. World War II. After the attack, it was determined that a military highway was needed to protect Alaska. In 1942, the U.S. Army took over the White House Yukon Railroad, and they used it to move the material and personnel needed to build the Alpine Military Highway. Up to 34 trains a day ran in support of the road construction, and in only 9 months, what seemed impossible became possible. I'll bet you didn't realize you're riding behind a true veteran of World War II. Now, we here at Dollywood are proud of all our veterans from all branches of the military, and our thoughts and prayers are with those on active duty today. Now, in 1963, the White Pass Yukon Railroad retired engine number 70. And in 1977, it was sold to an East Tennessee theme park named Silver Dollar City. It is then that she affectionately became known as Cinderella. Hey folks, look up towards the engine on the right-hand side. Wave to our engineer Steve, and everybody give him a big wave. Look at Josh with no hands. That's amazing. I don't know, we might want to hang on. Now Cinderella has remained here throughout the evolution of the park, from Silver Dollar City to our present day Dollywood, where she continues her tradition of hard work. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the scenic wonders of our Great Smoky Mountains. Listen to that engine as she climbs the mountain, and imagine that you are in the year 1851 and you're riding on Tennessee's first steam train, the Tennessean. Folks, we have any veterans on board today? Raise your hand. Any veterans? All right, how about a big round of applause for these guys? God bless you and thank you for serving our country. Hey kids, our engine crew notified us. They told us that there was a black bear spotted up here earlier today, so he likes to hang out over on the left-hand side. Y'all just be on the lookout for him, okay? I think Cinderella's staring him stiff. I know, kids, he's not real. But at least y'all can go back home and say that you saw a black bear in those Smokies today. These mountains, the land of blue smoke. They are the natural habitat for flowering more plants and trees than anywhere else in the United States. Even in the air, you can hear the music of over 200 different species of birds. The Smokies are a never-ending song that changes with each season and with each pair of eyes. Dollywood, we are so proud of Cinderella. We'd like to let her show off every once in a while. What do you say, folks? Would y'all like to hear that engineer play a tune on that Baldwin locomotive whistle? Yeah, I can't hear you, yeah? All right, on the count of 3, let's all tell that engineer to blow the whistle. You ready? 1, 2, 3, blow the whistle! Cinderella and Steven saying thank you. Now folks, if you look to your left, just above the tree line there, you can see a portion of our Great Smoky Mountains. You'll see why the Indians called it the land of blue smoke. And they look like that most of the time. At the dawn of the 20th century, there were over 1,200 farms in these mountains. Each homestead usually consisted of the main house, like over here on your left, a woodshed, a chicken house for gathering their eggs, a smokehouse where they cured their meat, and a spring house, to keep the things like their milk and their butter cold. Yeah, I almost forgot they had one other little house, but it was very important. That was the outhouse. Kids, if you don't know what the outhouse is, I'll let you ask your parents. If they look a little confused, ask your grandparents. I bet they'll know. Coming up over on your left-hand side, some of you can see it now, some of you coming up on it momentarily, is Dollywood's Fire Chaser Express. Now that roller coaster, it has 2 launches. It goes forwards and then backwards. It goes up to 34.5 miles per hour, and you only have to be 39 inches tall to ride. That's why this makes it a great family roller coaster. Now that big blue coaster there on the left, that's the Wild Eagle. It takes you up and drops you 13 stories, goes up to 65 miles per hour, has a giant 110-foot loop. How many of you rode the Wild Eagle? Raise your hand. Oh, that's pretty good, pretty good. Okay, how many of you are chicken and not going to ride that Wild Eagle? Now I see the feathers coming up everywhere. You know, down in their merchandise shop, they sell a bright yellow t-shirt. On it, it says, I'm a chicken.
Come on, you rounders, if you wanna hear the story about a brave engineer. Casey Jones was a roller's man on a 6-8-wheeler, cause he rode to Maine. Caller called Casey about a 4:30. He kissed his wife at the station door. Climbed in the cabin with his orders in his hand. Said, this is the trip to the promised land. Casey Jones climbed in the cabin with Casey Jones. Orders in his hand. Casey Jones leaning out the window. Thinking of the trip to the promised land. Through South Memphis, yards on fly. Rain been a falling and the water was dry. Everybody here by the engine's moan. But the man at the throttle was Casey Jones. Well, Jones said, "Climber, don't you fret." Sam Webb said, I ain't a-giving up yet. Was 8 hours late with the southbound mail. Be on time or we'll be on rail. Casey Jones, I'm in a cabin. Casey Jones, orders in his hand. Casey Jones, leaning out the window, taking a trip to the promised land. Dead on the rail was a passenger train. Blood was a-boiling in Casey's brain. Casey said, hey, look out ahead, Sam, jump, Sam, jump. Well, a hand on the whistle and a hand on the brake. All of Mississippi wants to fly away. I see a little official said, he's a good engineer to be a laying dead.
Hey folks, look up towards the engine on the left-hand side now and wave to our fireman, Jimmy. Everybody give him a big wave. Now that fireman was responsible for getting y'all up here today on this mountain by hand shoveling all that coal into the firebox. Our engines are still operated the same way today as they were when they were first built. On a busy day, Cinderella can eat up to 5 tons of coal and drink up to 5,000 gallons of water as she pulls on an average 4,000 to 5,000 people up this mountain. We are very proud of our engines and our guys who operate them. We hope you've enjoyed riding behind them just as much as we do. Now, folks, please remember, folks, keep all children seated either in the lap or in the middle. None of them need to be standing. We don't want to see them get hurt. Keep all body parts inside the train at all times. Thank you.
Oh, I know I'm gonna miss you, but I hope it ain't for long. And I wonder if you're even gonna notice that I'm gone.
Dollywood's award-winning wooden roller coaster, the Thunderhead. It's also home to Mystery Mine, a steel coaster with high speeds, white knuckle loops, and an 85-foot drop straight down a darkened mine shaft. Now, folks, if y'all come up here today on a one-day pass, today and today only, you can upgrade that pass to a season pass for the cost of less than another day pass. You turn your visit into a whole season of memories, unlimited, until January 3rd, 2016. Folks, as we're coming back through here, Owens Farm Crossing, y'all be sure and wave at these nice folks waiting across the track. Y'all go ahead and get your hands up, practice that homecoming wave. Hey folks, look over on your left-hand side of Miss Lillian. She's kicking up her heels. She's got a chicken in one hand and her banjo in the other. Go see Miss Lillian at Miss Lillian's Chicken House for some of the best fried chicken ever. Hi, Miss Lillian. Isn't she a doll? We love you. All right, folks, now that we're coming back to that main crossing, do y'all remember that howdy we gave when we left? Well, on the count of three, it's time to give them another big southern howdy. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Howdy! Aw, I couldn't hear none of y'all back here. Come on, guys, let's do it again. This time you gotta be louder. Now, ready? 1, 2, 3. Howdy! Much better. Good job.
There's that cave. It's like a little arcade.
See that engine run by, boy. That old train round, it's my time to catch. Bring it in that yard.
Now, folks, over on the right-hand side, that's Dollywood's own full service train shop. That shop, along with our engineers, is capable of completely rebuilding our engines, from the wheels to the smokestack.
Once again, folks, we'd like to remind you to please remain seated until it is safe to exit. Please bear with us for a few moments when we stop. We have a few passengers on our last car, and we'd like to give a little bit of a head start before everyone else exits. Thank you, and enjoy yourself here at Dollywood.
All right, folks, now's a good time to go ahead and start gathering up the personal belongings, such as your purses, your cameras, your shopping bags, your children. Yes, don't forget the children. Also, if you brought a cranky husband with you today, please take him back with you as well. We've got a warehouse full of them now. Don't know what we're going to do with them. Now, if y'all accumulated any trash along the way, there's barrels located on the boardwalk. We would appreciate it if you deposited that trash into the barrel. Also, if you had your picture taken today, you can view those right outside the back gate as soon as you exit the train. Over here on your left-hand side is Dollywood's Magic Shop. Y'all be sure and stop in and see, I think it's Tammy working in there today. Y'all see all the magic tricks they've got. I need everyone to remain seated. I'll let you know when it's safe to exit. I have a few passengers back here on car 7 need a little bit of a head start, so please, everyone, remain seated.